Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Learn with Sandhya Poetry Corner. We will be discussing and analyzing a poem, A Roadside Stand by Robert Frost of Class 12 English Core from Flamingo book. So we will be discussing in this video about the poet, introduction of the poem, theme, form, style, and literary devices. So, first, let's take a moment to understand the poet. So, about the poet, Robert Frost, about the poet of A Roadside Stand. Robert Frost, full name is Robert Lee Frost, was an American poet. His work was initially published in England before it was published in America. He is highly regarded for his realistic depiction of rural life. So this is all about the poet Robert Frost. Now, introduction of the poem. A Roadside Stand is another beautiful piece of poetry by renowned poet Robert Frost. It is an account analyzing the widened gap between society on the basis of rich and poor. So it is on the basis of rich and poor. It revolves around the heartbreaking of how the development of cities has caused despair among individuals. The city dwellers don't think about struggles these roadside people have to go through in order to sell their goods. These people have nothing to do except wait for passing cars to stop and purchase their products. If at all a car stops by, it is to know about the direction or to complain about something. Means if car stops by, it is to know about the directions or to complain about something. The poet deeply feels sympathy and feels compassion. The poet deeply feels sympathy and feels compassion for them. So, a roadside stand shows us the great contrast between the comfortable life of city dwellers and the harshness faced by the impoverished rural people. So, this is all about the introduction of the poem by Robert Frost, A Roadside Stand. Now, theme of the poem. The main theme of the poem is that Frost asks people to help the individuals who work day and night but they do not get anything in return. They do not get anything in return. Now we'll see form, style, and literary devices. So, first, form. A roadside stand poem has 56 lines divided in 6 stanzas. 56 lines divided in 6 stanzas. Tone of the poem. The poem has a sympathetic tone. Which tone? Sympathetic tone. Now, literary device, figure of speech. Figure of speech, rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme of the poem is A, B, A, B. Rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B. Transferred epithet. Transferred epithet also one of the figure of speech. In this poem it is used. Polished traffic. It is transferred epithet. Selfish cars. Also, selfish cars is also another use of a transferred epithet. Personification. Personification also used in this poem. Lines are: the sadness that lurks behind the open window there. Another example of personification, a roadside stand that too pathetically pled. So these two lines are personification of this poem. Alliteration and oxymoron. Greedy good doors. You know, greedy good doors and beneficent beast of prey. These two example of the alliteration. Greedy good doors. Greedy good doors is the alliteration GG sound repeating. And another is beneficent beast of prey, B sound. Beneficent beast, B sound repetition. So it is the example of alliteration. And oxymoron. And oxymoron also. One more figure of speech is here, metaphor. Metaphor, trusting sorrow. Trusting sorrow is the metaphor of this poem. Poet has used a metaphor. So this is all about roadside stands, Robert Frost, about the poet Robert Frost, theme, introduction, form and literary devices. Thank you. In next video we will be learning explanation of the poem. Stanza wise explanation of the poem.